Hello, hello, hello. Hello, everyone. Hello. Do you hear me? MGS2 is goated, man. Obviously, a very relevant video game in the world that we currently live in. Very topical, very seminal title. Might be one of the just most incredibly aged. There's not many games that have aged as well as MGS2 has, in both presentation, its gameplay, its interactivity. In terms of it as how it plays as a video game, its gameplay, its depth, and then of course how omnipresent and the sentient of a game that it is. So self-aware. It is one of the most layered, thick pieces of meat of media you can ever put your teeth into. Oh, it went over my head when I was 10 years old when the game came out. Went over my head completely. Went over a lot of people's heads. It took many years for MGS2 to get the appreciation that it has today. And it's not like it was hated when it came out. The game was highly rated. It just was very divisive among fans of the story. But the game itself was like so fucking well made. And then time for the best fucking intro. Oh yeah, they hated right. I'll dip into that in just a second. I'm gonna let this goated intro fucking play. cinema indeed. You know, MGS2 is, and forever will be, Kojima's just magnum opus. Not just a Metal Gear game. Even though MGS1's my favorite, I can acknowledge that MGS2 is just probably the most impressive piece of work he's like ever made in terms of just the expectations. You know, MGS1 shook the world on PlayStation 1, what we just beat tonight. There was so much expectation. The power trip that people got as being a Solid Snake and what they took away from the game. And, you know, most people that gets to such a degree, such a pedigree, and is halted up by the gaming industry and just how revered that game was. And it is so influential and changed how games were forever in terms of how cinematic their presentation could be, to imitate or be influenced by film. It just was a class above so many others. So naturally, MGS2, he knows people are wanting that exact being Solid Snake power trip, but to the upteenth degree, to come back as their favorite hero, Solid Snake. Expecting more of what you played, to have more of MGS1. And funnily enough, that is what MGS2 is, but in a cynical, underhanded way. He didn't want to give people more of the same. He wanted to give them something that is a direct commentary, a direct hit at the industry, at the audience, what we expect of AAA game sequels. He gives us, you know, the tech of the PS2 shows just how much things have gone, like how quickly technology is changing in the gaming sphere. And when in the year 2000, their E3, the MGS2 trailer is considered one of the greatest gaming trailers of all time. The 2000 E3 trailer. People were on that floor, were journalists, people that are in the industry were like, that can't be actual gameplay. What they were showing of MGS2, like, that's not real. There's no way that that's like the sequel, that this is running in engine in real time. But it was. He was coming back in such a way, and there was no marketing, no advertising of Raiden anywhere on key art, any promotional material. He was completely hidden from the game. So when people get MGS2, it is almost like a tech demo in the tanker. It's like Metal Gear on steroids. You're back as Solid Snake. You're back with your boy Otacon. You get these new rain physics, interactivity, the beautiful graphics, the 60 frames per second, the new mechanics. It's just like you're getting everything you want. And then it gets pulled, that rug gets pulled right out from underneath you. And then you were put into a big shell. The big shell situation is literally purposefully and they tell you at the end of the game, it is a recreation of the events of Shadow Moses. MGS2 is like secretly a carbon copy clone of MGS2 beat by beat, but you're so distracted by the absolute dreamlike surrealism of the story where you could hardly tell what's happening, what's real, what's not real, what's scripted, is this a simulation, is any of this real? Raiden is a complete catalyst for the player. We want to be Snake again. At the very beginning, Raiden's voice is all gravelly at the beginning. He's trying to imitate Snake, and they call him Snake. They keep calling him Snake at the very beginning of the plant chapter. And the moment that he gets in the codec, he's with Colonel Campbell in the codec, he's still doing like his impression of Snake. And the moment they change your code name to Raiden, Raiden's voice completely ditches the Snake graveliness, and then he starts sounding like himself, which plays into the themes of control, that Raiden is being like manipulated through like shit in his brain, through being controlled by the Patriots. You know, like these neurological implants. He represents us, the player. We're whiny, we're nosy, we bitch, we complain, we don't know anything that's going on, and we just blindly follow orders. And as the game goes on, Raiden starts to uncover his own past. He starts to separate himself from the player. He starts becoming his own man, and especially starts happening, we start separating from him as the player, him being the catalyst for us all. by the end of the game, he remembers his entire childhood of being a child soldier. He's killed so many people, why he's so damaged, why he was a perfect candidate for this mission. And by the end of the game, he takes those dog tags that he has at the beginning of the game that has typically is supposed to have our name on it, our birthday. You know, Snake goes, "Who's that?" You know, you look at your dog tags and it says your name. You know, Raiden goes, "No, never heard the name before." And he tosses those dog tags, separating himself. We no longer are attached to Raiden. He's become his own man, taking his own future. I love that separation where that happens. But he did represent us in a game that is purposely a backhanded response to what people expect in AAA games. It's like, you got more of MGS1, you just didn't realize it. You just didn't care because, like, you just want to be Snake. Everybody just wants to be Snake, and he kept Snake just at arm's length as Pliskin throughout the whole mission. You just wish that you were playing as Snake instead. But it was absolutely the only way to emphasize and escalate Snake's character. The only possible way is to take control away from the player, and to see Snake from a third perspective completely elevates him as his status and his legend. He's so, when you're facing with him in Arsenal gear, he's like so much, he's better aiming than you. He's better than everything, better at everything than you. By seeing him from that third perspective, it elevates him. It adds a new element to his character that is only possible through the fact that we're not him, and seeing him in the story still, but we cannot control him. Also, if you ever want to dive into MGS2, I highly suggest buying the document. You can emulate it or buy it. It's called the Document of Metal Gear Solid 2. It is a complete declassification and breakdown of everything behind the scenes, all concept art. You can, not just concept art, but all the renders, all the level design. You can just like go free map roam design of the maps, all the planning, all the research, the old trailers, tech demos that they showed shareholders, all the team's credits and what they had to say about the game. It also has the great game plan of MGS2, which was this dissertation that Kojima wrote for MGS2 before the game was coming out. He just wrote a gigantic essay breaking down what is MGS2, what it's going to be, what are some ideas for it. Like, for instance, he was going to call MGS2 MGS3, but with 3 columns. It was just going to be called MGS3, but with 3 columns. And it was supposed to represent all the tall buildings within New York. Like Chrysler, Empire State, like, just, he had ideas just like that. They're just like, just to subvert, like, MGS2 is going to be called MGS3, but not with the number 3. And they represent, the skyscrapers of New York. I don't know. He's a fucking madman. Oh, of course. Of course, the bitrate. God, dropping frames again. European Extreme, let's go. Fuck it. Let's get in there. My goodness. This intro is one of the best in the entire series. This cutscene is, I think, a top 5 cutscene in the end of everything that Kojima's ever directed.
The Hudson River, 2 years ago. We had classified intelligence that a new type of Metal Gear was scheduled for transport. The whole thing stank, but our noses have been out in the cold too long.
Just from 3 years later, from what we were just playing to this, it's the greatest. The jump from the 5th to 6th generation is the greatest technological, graphical leap we will ever see in video games. from PS1 to PS2, from 64 to GameCube, is the greatest leap I technically think we will ever see. And this game showcased that. Early into its life, too, 2001. That's the true mystery, the true unanswered question of MGS2. I guess he just has that much aura. A very sick Terminator reference right there.
Our boy, he's right on schedule. He'll know soon enough.
The sound of it hitting, the sound of the rain, like even just hitting his sneaking suit.
This is Snake. Do you read me, Otacon?
Loud and clear, Snake.
Kept you waiting, huh? I'm at the sneak point.
Everything going okay?
I'm gonna shoot.
Stealth camo's busted. Landing impact.
We must have
The
overused
water
it.
hitting the camera.
Sorry, but you're gonna have to deal with it.
It was just.
You're not in the
I mean,
military
this
anymore.
is an absolute
I didn't
masterclass
plan
of
on
showing
relying
the
on
next
this
gen.
gadget anyway.
The private sector's not so bad, is it? Privacy guaranteed.
I'm happy as long as no one gives me any more unwanted gifts.
You mean that thing with Naomi?
You sure? And I can't say I miss the chattering nanny.
Mei Ling's not so
Can't be.
bad. That reminds me, I have to get in touch with
No
her again about that
way.
new Natick flashware.
Diverting toys from the SSCEN again? But give her a message from me. Someone will find out, sooner or later. She's better off assuming it's sooner and quit while she's safe.
Too true. Okay,
No.
Snake, let's get to work.
I'll
You know
get
how the
right on
technical
it.
specs of Metal Gear were sold on the black market after Shadow Moses?
All Ocelot's doing.
Exactly. And now every state, group, and .com has its own version of Metal Gear.
Not exactly a classified weapon for today's nuclear
Rhymes are
powers.
even
This
better.
new
The
one
inner
seems to have been
monologue
designed
thoughts.
to wipe the floor with all
Right.
the other models. The only consistent description is that it's an amphibious anti-Metal Gear vehicle.
That explains why this one is under Marine Corps jurisdiction.
Huh? No way. You
gotta be joking.
The mission objective is to make visual confirmation of the new metal.
I'm going to show you my favorite Easter egg
and bring back
in the entire
evidence.
tanker chapter.
But I want you first to go up to the top level of the infrastructure.
It's such a good
to the
codec.
bridge.
It happens
We
very
need to find out
fast.
where the tanker is headed.
A little reconnaissance, huh?
There's too much we don't know about this new prototype. Capabilities, deployment method. We don't even know how close it is to completion. If we know where the testing arena is, I can start to draw some reasonable conclusions.
All right, I'll head to the bridge ASAP.
Try to avoid confrontations. Our goal is to collect evidence on Metal Gear development and expose it to the world. It would be best if you could get out of there without alerting anyone.
Don't worry, I know the drill. We're not terrorists.
Very good. Don't you forget that you're part of Philanthropy now, an anti-Metal Gear organization and officially recognized by the UN.
Recognized, but still fringe, Otacon.
All right, let's look at your gear. Your weapon is a tranquilizer gun converted from a Beretta M92F.
M9.
It's a little hard to work with because you have to reload after each shot since the slide locks.
Better than scavenging at the mission site. Good suppressor, too.
The chemical stun will take effect in a few seconds and last for hours. You can take down an elephant with that thing. Check out the laser sighting, too. The effects of the anesthetic round will vary depending on what part of the body is hit. We're talking about a difference of tens of seconds between hitting limbs, chest, or head. As for the equipment... Hey, Snake? Cigarettes? What's wrong with you?
It's kind of a lucky charm.
You haven't read the Surgeon General's warning, have you? Here's the digital camera. Works almost the same way as your old one.
They don't look armed.
Hey, Earth to Snake. These are nice, upstanding Marines, not terrorists. Don't get caught. You're in stealth mode here.
What's
Sure.
up, John?
And if it comes to that, a little beauty sleep never hurt anyone. By the way, Otacon, are you sure of this intelligence?
Absolutely. Hacked it out of the Pentagon's classified files myself.
No traces?
Oh, please. I'm too good for that.
But this might be a trap. Remember, there's a price on our heads.
You're just being paranoid.
I hope so. Those men, you wouldn't think they were anything but civilians from here.
With all the ships passing on the river and in the harbor, putting uniformed Marines on the deck would be a bad idea. People can get a clear view of the water from Riverside, too.
The water line is too high. According to the navigational plans, this ship should have discharged its cargo upriver.
It's in there, no doubt about it.
The military trains you to watch for threats from the stern on a boat. That's SOP for counter-terror ops, too. Security should be tighter.
You worry too much.
Where's the target?
Satellite surveillance is a major international pastime these days. I'd say the cargo holds, safely below the deck. Do you see the entrance to the holds?
Looks like there are a few entryways into the crew quarters. The chopper. What?
I'm doing well, John. How about yourself?
Looks like we're not the only ones after Metal Gear tonight.
Is that a chopper I just heard?
Affirmative. Probably another cavalry. What's their game? Hijack?
They're probably targeting the ship's controls.
Otacon, how many men do you need to take over a tanker of this size?
The ship is run by a computer, so I'd say about 18 people.
AKS 74U.
Good to see you, John.
Russians?
You sure?
No Marine barber touched that head of hair. I'm transmitting a photo. Let's get an ID on him ASAP.
I'm on it.
Looks like the tanker's theirs now. Ka-60 Kasatka.
Kasatka? Kamov chopper, right? Killer whale.
We need to get a fix on who they are.
Judging by their transport, aren't they some kind of military commandos?
Not necessarily. It could be the Ka-62, the civil model.
Look, Snake, all we need is the photographic evidence of Metal Gear. As long as we have those, we can put it online and blow the whole thing wide open. So no pyrotechnics, okay?
All right. I'll do my best.
This isn't like Shadow Moses. Reach me if anything happens. The frequency's 141.12.
How can I check in and save my progress?
I'll do it. There's a frequency set aside for it. 140.96. Sorry, but no Mei Ling this time. Call me on the codec when you want to save.
His proverbs that he's about to get us are
I'll be waiting
so
just past
fucking
the
funny.
Verrazano Bridge.
How's the
You
volume,
need to be
everybody?
off that ship by then.
I'll be in touch.
Everything sound okay? Move along, bud. Alright, watch this. So notice one thing, when you're on the boat, do you notice this like up and down? There's like swaying like you're in a boat. Okay. Benzodiazepine antidepressant serves as a muscle relaxant, treats autonomic imbalance. So, let's listen to what Icon has to say about Pentazamin.
What you're wielding right...
Not this one.
You have pentazamine in your inventory. If you need to take some, select it in the item window and push the enter button. Pentazamine is a mild tranquilizer used to treat clinical depression, obsessive-compulsive behavior, and anxiety. It belongs to the benzodiazepinate family, and along with its antidepressant and anti-anxiety qualities, it suppresses convulsions. Take it when you have a tough shot ahead with a sniper rifle, and you need to minimize shakiness. But I guess you don't have one of those yet. Well, you can also try some if you're feeling really seasick.
When you're feeling seasick. So, looks like we're moving, so let's take some. Watch this. Wonder why it's not working.
Otacon.
Oh.
I took the pentazamine and you're right. The seasickness is gone.
Wow, really?
What do you mean, really? You said...
Drugs are mostly about placebo effect. If you believe it's effective, it is. You're more naive than I thought.
You lied to me.
You lied to me. Inner monologues. I love that shit. That's one of my favorite Easter eggs in the entire series. Damn. Go to sleep, bitch. This fucking music here. How they achieved like being able to see the reflection from up top, even though it's not really like rendered. It's fucking you know, they just put that beneath the level and gave it like a opaqueness where you can see through it. It's just them replicating it. It's very fucking cool. Let's go ahead and get a save in. Let's hear one of his dumb proverbs.
Do you want to save, Snake?
Butcher what Mei Ling does. Okay, thank you.
Snake, you of course know the saying, one for all for one?
What is this all of a sudden?
Oh, I figured you'd need a lot of motivation, so I came prepared. It's from the Three Musketeers. The book, not the candy bar. Anyway, it means that if you go up against everyone by yourself, they'll gang up on you too, I think. Since you're on your own on that ship, you need to take this to heart and avoid confrontations. How was that? Just like the old days, huh?
Almost reminds me of Mei Ling. But you sure you got it right?
Of course. And I'll teach you a lot more of these. You can count on it.
What's great, this guy?
We're gonna get him inside a locker so he does not wake up. And he's gonna be permanently in there now. Right on there. Right on there. And if he was awake and he wasn't outside the locker, it would trigger an actual alert.
See those lockers? That's a good place to hide yourself if you're in a pinch. Push the If you open the...
This reminds me of when we first met.
I was the one inside the locker that time. We're equal now, huh?
Not unless I wet my pants.
That's a low blow, Snake. If you open the lock...
Hey, let Snake perv out for a second.
Push the action.
I'll take a picture. Hey, I need Snake jacking off.
Push the action.
Hey. Snake. Need this codec to spawn, please. We'll look at it longer.
Push the action.
Unbelievable.
Push the action.
I know, Otacon, come on.
What do you think
There
you're
you go.
doing, Snake? You don't have enough to keep you busy? Try to remember
it.
the mission if you can.
Shut it.
Snake taking care of his snake, right, Phil?
Good.
And then when you get that for the first time, the trophy is called Snake Beater. Absolutely genius and diabolical work. How you doing, dude? Really? We just gotta keep going now.
Freeze.
Just taking it easy, as you should be. Whoops. Didn't mean to do that. Again, I said I wouldn't be doing many Easter eggs, but the tanker is just full of them, and it's difficult not to do that when you're playing MGS2 because its interactivity is second to none. Except for maybe itself in the own series. Okay. I'm out of here.
What happened?
What happened? Nope, just being sneaky. I hesitated. But we're gonna blaze through this. Truly gotta tank what you can get.
So it is the Kasaka. Russian choppers.
Every piece of music. Noriko Abino, you're a god.
Snake, did you find out where that ship is headed?
I'm looking at it. 35 degrees longitude, latitude around 58.
More than 500 miles off the coast of the Bermudas, out in the middle of the Atlantic. So the prototype is ready for solo
If
testing.
you are wanting to
It's
ingest
basically
more
combat
Metal Gear
worthy.
Solid 2 in your life,
That area is outside
you
the
can get
Second
a
Fleet's
deal on this.
operational
The
range,
document of
too.
Metal Gear Solid
It
2,
must be
please.
a standalone
It's worth
Marine
it.
Corps project.
I wish more games
which
got
means
this. We don't get
prototype
these
Metal
kind
Gear
of
must be
things
designed
anymore.
for independent deployment without any naval assistance. Anyway, analysis can wait till later. Snake, you need to go down to the holds and locate the actual metal...
Save another time.
Time to save?
Man. On the Master Collection on the PS5, it is instant.
Okay. There's a saying that goes, even a bird on high dies a glutton's death, as do the fish of the deeps. The lesson is, don't be greedy. The fish that belonged to a family called the Deeps died from overfeeding, and so did a bird that got high on something. Probably fermented fruit.
Okay, if you say so.
I do, Snake. Don't take unnecessary risks just because you're greedy for more items. Remember the Deep family's fish.
That makes sense.
That makes sense.
Shalashashka has landed. I'm on my way to the tanker holds. Report your status.
Control room, communications and engine room are under control. All entry and exit points to the tanker hold secured. Infrared sensors placed and operational.
Good work. Are the explosives in place?
Yes, they are all planted.
Listen, once we have what we came for, the tanker will be scuttled.
And the vehicle's pilot.
He's the only one who underwent the VR training. No one else can do it.
Are you sure you can trust him?
Your part in the mission is complete. You are to leave at once.
No, it's not over yet.
I can see the moon, even in this storm, pale as death. I have a bad feeling about this mission. You swore this to me, that you would leave the unit once the mission was complete. Do not worry, this is a country of liberty.
No, this is where I belong, with the unit. I have nowhere else to go. Father, I want to stay and fight.
There is no choice to make here, Olga. Need I remind you that you are carrying my grandchild? You will be on the helicopter out of here now.
Damn it.
Freeze! Hands over your head, now! Toss your gun overboard, slowly. A woman. Show your face.
You men, you're all the same.
Who are you?
We are nomads, wanderers.
I said don't move.
Americans. So you shoot women too.
I'm a nomad too. What else do you have there? Take the knife and toss it. Not there. Toss it overboard. Hold that position. Now, turn around.
You know what you're doing. It stopped raining. Not too shabby, is it? New York, I mean. And that brings our tour to its conclusion.
Scout knife with a surprise. You a Spetsnaz?
I think you deserve a little credit. No one's ever dodged that shot of mine. But no one gets lucky twice, either.
I'm about to get you in a deathly loop.
been with the unit since I was born. I grew up on the battlefield. Conflict and victory were my parents. The unit is my life, my family. We... I have no one, nothing except the unit. Whoever you are, you're not stopping us.
You're just gonna get pieced in my loop. European Extreme, double D's, look at these. Got you in a loop. I'm dead. Oh, I got lucky.
Take this!
Oh! I didn't even see her throw it. I thought I heard it, but oh well.
Snake, what's wrong? Snake! Snake!
Somehow she got out of my loop.
I've been with the unit since I was born. I grew up on the battlefield. Conflict and victory were my parents. The unit is
Those are
my
some
life,
shitty
my
parents.
I have no one, nothing except the unit. Nothing else. Whoever you are, you're not stopping us.
Oh, I'm about to. There we go. I've got her in her stomach, and since she's pregnant, that's actually her weak spot. Actually, true. Her head's the weakest spot, but you'll take a lot of her stamina if you shoot her in the stomach where she's pregnant. There we go. That's what I was looking for the first time. Paradox shot. No more sunny.
Cipher. Otacon, the ship appears to be under their control. The men have Russian gear, but I haven't been able to find out anything else about their origin.
I know who they are.
You do?
We've ID'd the old man,
Who is he?
Sergei Gerlukovich.
Gerlukovich, one of Ocelot's allies.
Yeah, the GRU colonel. He's the one Ocelot was supposed to meet up with after Shadow Moses.
They're after Metal Gear.
Everything's changed. This is not going to be as simple as we thought.
You could say that. I saw a surveillance remote just now. It looked like the Cipher.
A Marine Cipher T?
No, Army.
First the Marines, then the Russians, now the Army?
You're right. This isn't gonna be simple.
Snake, there's something I have to tell you.
What?
We didn't dig up this info about the new Metal Gear on our own. Not like usual.
How did you find out then?
It was a tip. An anonymous tip.
Anonymous? You've never trusted those. Why would you start now?
I have a younger sister, a stepsister. We have different parents. I only knew her for 2 years.
You've never mentioned her before. So?
The sender of the tip was EE.
E.E.?
Her name is Emma, but I always call her EE.
Emma? Emmerich?
Yeah, it just caught my eye, you know? I figured it was a coincidence, but I couldn't get it out of my mind. There's really no one out there who knows about her.
When was the last time you saw her?
Over 10 years ago.
You think it's a trap to lure us out here?
I don't know. After I got the tip, I did break into the Pentagon system to get confirmation.
Okay.
Watch your back, Snake. Maybe I screwed up.
I've got a light-equipped USP. I can take them on now. There's no ammo, but it takes a 9mm, just like the Marines' M9. I'll find those somewhere around here.
Don't raise too much racket with that thing.
I hear you.
Here we go. Don't worry about it.
Freeze.
Thank you. Shit. I fucked up. I fucked up. Yeah. I fucked up. I can get my shots down.
Snake, respond! Snake! Snake!
Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, check on that.
Gotcha.
Freeze. Freeze.
No!
Gotcha. Okay.
Raven. Raven. Raven? Freeze.
Okay, he's asleep now. He's in there forever.
Good. Freeze.
Let's go.
Who's that?
Fuck!
Enemy sight. Requesting backup unit.
Son of a bitch. Immediately came through. God.
Snake, respond! Snake! Snake!
God damn it.
Freeze.
Have a good night, man. I'm gonna be off of here soon myself. Very soon. GG's indeed. Thank you, sir.
Who's there? What was that just now?
Freeze. Freeze. Freeze.
Got all your asses.
There's somebody there. Oh. What's that?
You're all out of here.
Freeze.
There we go.
Verrazano Bridge checkpoint passed. All non-essential personnel report to the holds in 10 minutes' time for the scheduled briefing session with the Commandant. You are ordered to continue manning your posts until that time.
Man, I hate my low health right now. After this fight, I'm gonna save and resume streaming this tomorrow after this fight.
We have sealed the stern hatch. The lift is also under our control.
We're on the foredeck, about to descend to the holds.
Sir, the Marine Commander has started his speech already.
We will complete the preparations before the end of the speech.
All communications to the holds have been severed. No one is aware of our presence.
Let no one down into the holds until we are out.
Yes, sir. We will secure your exit with our lives if necessary.
There is one more thing.
Yes, sir.
My daughter, keep her safe.
Yes, sir.
Who goes there?
No! I was doing so good.
Stop kidding around. Snake?
I'm a one-hit kill right now. God damn it. Now I'm doing terribly this time. Wow, everything was going so good.
What's going on? Snake! Snake!
Can't take a single shot, man.
Snake, you okay?
Wow.
Snake! Snake!
If I could have just stuck it out that first time. God damn it. I'm gonna freak out.
What's going on? Snake! Snake!
I'm tired. I'm very tired.
What's going on?
It's a one-hit
Snake!
kill situation. This sucks. Nothing I can do. Just gotta be better. Oh my god. Okay. I'm gonna do this tomorrow. I'm gonna save it right now. I'm going to bed. I need rest. I've streamed for like over almost 8 hours today. This will be next time.
Need to save, right, Snake?
Yes.
Hang in there, Snake.
Okay. Have a good one, Fulfill. Thank you, Afghaning. Thank you, Rodrigo earlier. John, Kurtz, Optimistic Ren, Green Funk. Everybody have a great night. I'm going to bed. Peace be with all of you. See you guys tomorrow for some Metal Gear Solid 2 Sons of Liberty. Have a good night.